The Earth is inhabited by a stupendous number of living creatures. We have only the faintest idea of its diversity. How many species would you be able to recite from memory? 10? 100? 1,000? There are, according to estimates, between 5 and 100 million species on Earth. 10,000 new species are discovered every year. I myself am part of a living species, so I should be represented there, somewhere. Ah, there I am! A marvel of the universe, a paragon of the animals. That's me. Me, Homo sapiens. Human is characterized among the fauna by a permanent vertical posture. It is a large primate. The posterior limbs are longer than the anterior, and it doesn't have a tail. The face, mandible, and brow ridges are of reduced size, whilst the skull cap is enlarged. It is generally not very hirsute except on the head. So, it's true. At first appearance, I seem quite banal. However, the species to which I belong has a remarkable particularity. It's the only one, as far as we know, that has set about recording, naming, and classifying the millions of other living species. Plants and animals have been described and classified through the centuries by a multitude of nomenclatures and different methodologies, more or less arbitrary, more or less effective. But when Charles Darwin formulated his theory of evolution, he added a new dimension to classification: time. A new image replaced the static categories of yore: the great tree of life. This 100-year-old illustration corresponds with the image we all have of this tree: a majestic oak with primitive life below, and at the top, me. However, this image is false. The tree of life doesn't grow upwards, but in all directions, and instead of the majestic oak of old, it looks more like a rustic Irish juniper tree. Here, the lobster; there, the elephant; over there, the diplodocus, extinct for 65 million years. And here, me. Oh yes, from a taxonomist's point of view, Homo sapiens is an animal like any other. I'm a primate, like the lemur, because of my opposable thumb. A therian, like the koala, as my mammary gland is equipped with a nipple. I'm a hominoid, like the gibbon, because of my absence of a tail. I'm a tetrapod, like the giraffe, or the toad, because I have 4 locomotive members fitted with fingers. I'm a bilateral, like the fruit fly, because of my symmetrical axis. I am a sarcopterygian because of my lobe fins. In short, I am a puzzle, a patchwork of innovations realized through millions of years of evolution. Certain bits, like the opposable thumb, are recent, a few million years. Others, like the vertebral column, a lot older, 500 million years. We can ascertain a notion of this ancient story by observing a human embryo. In the course of its development, it replays a simplified version. There, that's me at 41 days old. Look, at 41 days, the human embryo still has a tail like its ancestors, 50 million years ago.
Something like species unravels the voyage of Homo sapiens along the branches of the great tree of life. A voyage full of surprises where he encounters a curious science, taxonomy. A voyage during which he will uncover the taxonomist in action. Several creatures with unpronounceable names, a few radically new concepts, and a bunch of distant cousins somewhat lost from view. A voyage which will bring him all the way to Luca, the mysterious ancestor of all living creatures on Earth, and will compel him to profoundly rethink his place in the living world.